Hey, can you move your head slightly to the right or left? But just one, not
Was that
both.
too much?
No, like, sorry. Move your neck. Like,
Move
maybe
my
like
neck.
this. Like, you know.
I don't. That's not really moving my neck. That's more like
Okay, move the
body.
torso of your body either right or left. Not both. Just pick one.
Well, I can't do both. That's not possible.
Okay, move it left.
Your left or my left?
Your left. Oh, they are all monochrome. Excellent choice.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was just checking. I just had to make sure.
I appreciate the noticing of the theming.
Hey, man, it looks great.
That's what I was going for.
If I had more stuff to hang on my wall, I would switch it up.
I had this idea maybe a year ago, and I only had, I think, 5 black and white albums to hang up. I couldn't do, and I have 6 spots on the wall.
Yeah. You can't just mess it up like that.
So I couldn't mess it up.
Yeah.
They are all, it's kind of annoying. They're all slightly different shades, even though they're all black and white.
It's fine.
And technically, the Mitski one isn't fully black and white. There's like a little bit of like brown in there, but
from this far, I would never know.
From afar, you would never know.
You would never know. It doesn't matter. It looks really cool. That's why I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, I wonder if he did that on purpose. I'm gonna ask him to move.
I'm gonna be honest. After I did it, like later that day, I was like, I like the ones with color more. I think.
Oh, I mean, I just think it's cool that they like match.
Oh yeah.
It just looks nice.
It was planned. I plan everything in my life.
Yeah.
I planned when I was gonna be born. That was me.
Yeah, you did. You were like, June. That's my month, man.
Okay.
I want to be a, what's the star sign for June?
Gemini. It's Gemini.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know why. Your birthday is the day right before my sister's,
like,
so I don't know why I'm looking.
That is true. I forgot about that. Yeah, man, I'm two-faced. It's like one day I'm happy, and then the next one I'm angry. And that's just kind of the stuff you'll get with me. You know?
To a guy like me, dude, Monster Energy, that's just fucking regular energy to me. Some days, but other days, I'm like, I'm freaked out. That's the other half of me.
What's your sign?
Sorry, what were you going to say? I'm an Aquarius.
What's shit about Aquariuses? What are they known for?
Well, the weird thing about Aquarius is that despite the first 4 letters of that word being aqua, meaning water, it's actually an air sign. So I think that means that I have imposter syndrome in everything I do, and I think that that's true.
That's kind of fun.
I don't know. Every time I tell someone,
that's why you like Among Us so much,
right? Aquarius personality. What am I? Let's see. They are known for their unique, independent, and humanitarian nature. Often seen as intellectual, progressive, and innovative. All right, so I'm a freaking
humanitarian.
Yeah.
What does that even mean in the context of person? You're very humanitarian.
I feel like, like you like to help people out.
Yeah, no, I guess I'm unique. I just like helping people.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that unique is the word in there.
No, one quirky little fun fact about me is that when others are down, I just like to help pick them up.
I don't think that's true for everyone, though. I don't think everyone feels that way.
I don't think any human is born being like, today, I'm just not going to help anyone.
I think they are.
No, I disagree. Even Xi Jinping, I think he hurts a lot of people, but I think he's helping people. I think he thinks he's helping people.
Yeah, but I think like you have to acknowledge that maybe you're picking the path that might help more people, but you have to acknowledge that you're still hurting the people that you're not helping,
Yeah, but he's dumb.
Or
he doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Maybe he's a Gemini. I don't know.
Maybe he's one way one day, and then the next day he's a totally different guy. He's either angry or sad, apparently. Those are the only 2 emotions you can experience as a Gemini.
Yeah. Wait, what's your animal?
Like the year? We're born in the same year.
No, I know that, but isn't like fucking, if you're a Gemini, you're like a snake or some shit. What's that? You know what I'm talking about?
What? No, I don't.
If you're a Scorpio, you're a scorpion. And stuff like that.
My animal is the dolphin? Dude, this is a fire animal.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What's your animal?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's find out.
Can you look it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know I'm a ram in Chinese calendars.
Yeah,
but I'm not really Chinese, so it doesn't really move the needle for me.
You get a butterfly.
I'll take that.
That's kind of sick.
I'll take the butterfly, man. I like that.
We have good ones.
Yeah.
If that was my Harry Potter like Patronus, I'd be like, dude, this is so cool. I can summon a ghostly dolphin and it's magic and stuff.
What is your Harry Potter house?
I'm Hufflepuff.
I think I'm Ravenclaw.
I think that makes sense.
Why? What do you mean? I think that makes sense. I think there are like 2 lines in all 9 movies that belong to people in Ravenclaw.
Yeah, same with Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff is filled with overly happy, positive people, which I think makes sense, and Ravenclaw is filled with really smart people. But like Ravenclaw is like,
is it?
Yes, I feel like the spectrum in my mind is like Gryffindor is like neutral good.
Yeah.
Right. And Ravenclaw is like, I don't know, maybe
lackadaisical, carefree.
Well, I'm trying to think of like
unbecoming
on the spectrum, but never mind. I feel like they're intelligent, but not in a malicious way. I feel like it's supposed to be what's the snake one?
Slytherin.
Slytherin. I feel like Slytherin is like they're intelligent, but they're
evil,
potentially maybe mischievous.
Evil.
Ravenclaw is like intelligent, but not evil, and Hufflepuff is like happy, carefree people, and Gryffindor is like smart, happy people.
I feel like Ravenclaw is kind of like that's like the Ivy League losers of the sort of universe.
I feel like it's more like
if you're in Ravenclaw, you're definitely going to bocce ball practice, and you're getting boba tea. You know what I mean? It's just like this really depraved kind of cultureless void.
Yeah,
lacking in any character or shape.
So you're just saying because of their lack of presence in the series, maybe?
Not because of lack of presence, but because, if anything, sort of the lack of presence is defining in a certain way, but it's also because the small glimpses that we get in there, you know? I feel like one of the lines that someone has in the movie from Ravenclaw, they're like, the narwhal bacons at midnight. You know what I mean? Like, I think they say that in the movie.
They do, sure. Yeah. They're talking about their Patronuses. Yeah. They're like, oh, my Patronus is a narwhal, and it's going to bacon at midnight.
Which, it's crazy that those things exist, by the way. Narwhals.
Oh, narwhals? Yeah. Do you know it's just like a tooth?
It's a tooth?
The horn is a tooth.
No, it's a horn.
Well, but it grows out of the gums, like up through the head. It's a tooth.
Is that just what about deer antlers? Are those just teeth?
I think that's different.
How is it different then?
Well, I think they start at the head and they grow out. They don't grow like up from the mouth through the cranium and then out the head.
You're telling me that the horn on a narwhal just like goes straight through their brain?
No. But that's where it starts. It goes like up and goes through.
But it like connects to their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay, liberal. Let me ask you this. Swordfish, what's that?
I think I don't know. I think it's probably like a bone, maybe. Swordfish.
I think some fish are just fucked up. Like, this is why fish, we cannot assimilate with them, because they're just too different.
It is a modified upper jawbone. There we go.
See, that's not right. This is like, I think swordfish only existed after that nuclear reactor exploded.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
They're a recent addition. They're kind of cool, though. Could you imagine? Like, what? Well, but I feel like maybe that would suck as a person. That's just like having a long-ass nose. They're just the Pinocchio of the animal kingdom.
Or a long-ass jaw.
Well, it's not as bad if you're a fish because you're just swimming around in the water and your whole body is like already directionally, horizontal with the water anyway. So you're just like a missile and you can move through the air really quickly. But if you were a person, you would just have like a Phineas Flynn looking head if you were a swordfish.
I think rocks have more cognitive ability than fish, to be honest. Is that crazy?
Where is this coming from?
What do you mean, where is this coming from? I just think that. I believe that with my heart.
I don't think that's true.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to deny your heart. I don't want to do that because that's not my goal.
Well, I guess I was going to say dolphin, but dolphins aren't fish.
That's true. They're not. They're mammals.
So
they breathe air.
I mean, dolphins are smart. They could, if they had access to tools, I think we'd be in trouble.
They'd probably unionize.
If they had, sort of the faculty to construct,
if they had enough people on staff,
weapons and things like that, or things to like make fire and stuff.
It is kind of strange that as humans, we just became intelligent. We were like, what if we kill each other? And that was the first thing we thought of.
I mean, it's pretty smart if you think about it.
I don't think that's true.
Well, if Caveman 2, has a cool like piece of meat that you want,
right, and you as want it,
and the other
to kill,
and if he's fucking annoying, you just kill him, and you don't have to deal with him anymore, and you get the meat. That's fucking genius. That's the smartest thing you can do in that scenario.
I think the smartest thing we could do is overcome our primal urge to kill and instead form some sort of contract with saying that we could share the meat.
No, see, you don't ever sign a deal with the devil, okay?
So you think is the devil?
Well, thinks that. So
I guess that's true. He doesn't know any better.
Contracts you don't want to sign a contract.
Why not?
Because it sucks, dude.
Right now, you have none of the meat, right? And that sucks. And because you want some.
So what? Oh, hey,
has all of the meat.
Hey, do you want to sign a contract to give me some of your meat? What is he gonna say to that?
No, so think
he's
about
gonna
it.
say, and then what? We've made no progress.
Well,
I've just pissed a guy off for no reason. He's not gonna do that. He has no incentive to do that because he has the meat.
The incentive is that maybe the two of you working together could get more meat, like long term. You're sacrificing your short term want of the one piece of meat that has.
See,
instead of forming some sort of alliance.
We're thinking outside of the cognitive ability of the times.
I think that people's cognitive ability is still like that. I think no one thinks about the longevity of their actions.
So, if there's a journalist that's named Jamal Khashoggi, then you say, hey, Saudi Arabian government, we should kill this guy because he's a journalist,
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what
I think there may be something that happened in the news that I missed.
This is so many years ago.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
It was like 2016 or some shit.
Well, we still do that. I mean, I guess we do. Well, we do, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the show.
Who are we going to have killed next?
This is a good segue into saying that we are here, and that hasn't changed.
Hey, guys.
And we're back, and it's episode.
Can you believe how long we've been here?
We've been here so long.
I think it's 95.
We've been here. We're closing in on 100, man.
I know. We gotta do. Do you want to do something special? Do you think we should have a little treat?
Yeah, I was thinking we could do like a backflip.
Okay. Like us together do one, or like separately?
I mean,
to be fair, if let's say you get on my shoulders and then like we backflip together, I think that would be cool.
Has anyone done that before? I think
that would get millions of hits.
It might get millions of hits for sure. I mean, it would show up on the news. It'd be like, this is a TikTok trend.
Two local Cleveland podcasters, Jackson and Henry, have done the first together backflip. Their video has garnished millions of hits.
It's the TikTok
I can't do
trend
it as well as you.
threatening
so
the
upsetting.
nation. This is just showing how much Lester Holt I've watched.
But Lester Holt
Growing
doesn't
up.
talk like that. He doesn't
No, he
sound
does.
like that.
He does. In his own way, he does.
That's a white woman from Fox News speaking right then. It's not Lester Holt. It's not Tucker Carlson.
It's Jimmy Donovan, bro.
It could be Jimmy Donovan.
All right, look.
I'm
Did
sorry.
you hear actually Lester Holt's retiring? No joke, he's out. He's done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What
No
am I gonna tell
more-
my grandma?
No more NBC at 6. No more Dateline.
She watches that shit like every night.
I know, it sucks, dude. I'm gonna miss him.
Me too. He's got a nice voice. Millions of hits.
His voice has
Yeah.
garnered millions of hits.
It has.
He
He's
does.
like a
He has a very
professional-
like radio.
He does. Yeah.
Sort of voice. Yeah.
That's a talent that I wish that I was blessed with.
I think you're just doing it though. It's not really a talent.
Well, right. We're like talking right now, but I
Yeah.
think like some people have a voice that you hear and you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I want to listen to that for a long time. You need to do an audiobook so I can listen to it when I walk around.
I hate to say this, but people who do audiobooks, most of it is just the mixing, how they mix the audio. It makes it
I
sound
guess that's
boomier.
true. Well, how about this? Have you ever just heard it like in real life? Like I remember one time, Zach and I will still remember this for the rest of our lives. We were in a fucking Kung Fu tea. I know.
What?
The pinnacle of boba tea places. The place is void of culture.
Oh, it's like a chain sort of
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, they make boba. And this guy reads out our order and he's like, I have 1 honey milk tea. And I was like, whoa. Let's take a step back here, pal.
You gotta.
I'm gonna
like,
wait.
preface
And then
me
I-
before you hit me with a voice like that.
Straight up, Zach and I were like, let's wait for him to say it again. And then we did.
Oh, that's amazing.
And he was like, 1 honey milk tea?
he says it a little bit
for
louder
Hen-"
that time.
And then he was like, for Henry? And I was like, oh, dude, you called my name. And so I had to go up there. I unironically, I was like, dude, you have an amazing voice. And he was like, thank you. I
Yeah.
was like, stop. It was like I was listening to like that episode of SpongeBob where they're talking about fucking Kelpie G. And they're like, you're now listening to smooth jazz bikini bottom radio
Yeah.
with Kelpie G. And then it transitions into like a little saxophone clarinet riff. You know, and you can imagine like a neon lit up city behind you. It was amazing. I think some people just have that talent.
I think it's trained, man.
But
You
he
ever
works at
watch
Kung Fu Tea, I
like
guess.
those really old like British nature documentaries from like 1958? You know? And it's like,
you
why
mean,
do they
like-
talk like that?
Is this like pre Richard Attenborough?
David Attenborough?
David Attenborough? Yep.
Richard?
It's close. I couldn't remember his name and I knew it was something British, so I went with Richard.
Yeah. I think this would be pre. I mean, he's like 100 years old. Maybe he was doing it back then. I have no idea.
I think he is like in his 80s or 90s.
He's 90, I think.
Sir David Attenborough, I'm really sorry. That's my bad.
Sorry, my apologies. I didn't realize he was
He's
knighted
been knighted, yeah.
by someone. The
I think
Queen?
it was like, I think it was Barack.
The Queen doesn't do
Obama.
swords, I don't think.
Yeah,
Well,
and
certainly
she's
not
dead.
anymore. Yeah.
Certainly not anymore.
But like pre David Attenborough, pre Richard Attenborough, when they're talking about like war.
That
or
was his
something
father,
like that,
okay? I'm sorry.
Where it's like
Yeah, it's on the History Channel. But
It's like-
before it was the History Channel.
the Wright brothers flew the first plane in South Carolina next to the Food Lion, you know, something like that.
Yeah, why do they sound like that?
It's because that's just how you talked. Like you just talk like that. when you
Hey,
do-
buddy.
You had to
What are you
talk-
giving that lass a little bit of a bother for?
You had to give it a little bit
Ah.
more spunk because of the technology at the time. You know, you had to
I guess
talk
that's
through the
true.
radio fuzz and stuff,
Yeah.
or they were just fucking dumb, right? It could be
You never
that
know.
too.
Hey!
Good
People
God,
think
the Hindenburg is on fire! Like,
Good golly. The Hindenburg has burst into flames.
that job has
It
exactly.
appears to be plummeting towards the ground as we speak.
That job has exactly one interesting day.
Oh, it does, and that was it.
I would have loved to see the Hindenburg crash. That must have been awesome.
I bet it was. I don't think people that I swear, my watch just pinged me that I'm in a loud environment. But I'm sure that was an awesome day to be alive. Do you think it was maybe more like 9/11 though? Like, can we just not understand how traumatic it was for the people who were there?
Oh yeah, probably 100%, right?
I think it would be easier if we had like a better sense of like pride in our nation. I'd be like, oh my god, the Hindenburg, it's falling.
Yeah.
I
mean, they stopped doing blimps after that.
They did. There's so few left.
Yeah, there's the Goodyear. And that's I think the only one. That's the only
20?
one.
Well, I'm trying to remember if it's like 20 in the world or 20 in the States.
Probably in the world. I mean, they're probably all in the States. But also probably just in the world.
There are estimated to be around 20 to 25 blimps still in existence.
Yeah. Like what country today is like, yo, we got to get like a blimp.
I guess, but yeah,
you know what I mean?
Many.
They're not being produced anymore.
That would be the OSU football team. I think they always have the blimp because I've seen the Goodyear blimp like 10 times.
Why did we ever think that a blimp was a good idea? Like, that shit is dumb as fuck. Are you joking?
I think it's just that we were like, oh, well, it's lighter than air.
What if we do...
It's like a hot air balloon, but big.
What if we made a big bag that can catch on fire easily?
I don't think that they knew that was going to happen, though.
How would they not know, though?
I don't know. This is exactly how I feel about fucking airport security, man, okay? I don't know how they didn't think about it.
It's not the same, though.
Yes, it is.
Because we don't have a security guard on the bus.
No.
But buses crash all the time.
But that's because the threats to buses are like other cars. Like, if we had a way to prevent cars from crashing into each other effectively, I feel like we would have already done that.
Well, there aren't, it's not comparable because there's not that many planes in the air. And when they are close to each other, they like plan the routes. So it's like, okay, you're taking this jet stream and I'm going to be taking this jet stream. So there's like no chance
air traffic
of us.
Is highly, highly regulated.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should have security guards on buses, I guess.
I don't think so. I think you should just, let the homeless people live there.
I think you should too. It's like a mobile home.
Oh, they should give a plane away.
This would be like when you see those giveaways on Instagram that's like, you can win this Lamborghini something or other and $10,000 cash.
This is an idea. It's a homeless people plane. So the plane, it just goes, like it comes to the US and it says, homeless people, this is your chance of the century to make a life anew in another world, or something like that. And it's like a raffle
put them all, like,
thing.
on an island.
No, we fly them to the UK. I guess it's an island. and we leave them there. And then, in the UK, the plane gets more homeless people, and we take the UK homeless people to another country. And it's like a second chance. We'll give you like
trade
citizenship, something like that.
I think this will immediately become like some sort of sports betting type activity.
How? How could
all
you
right,
bet on
so
this?
we trade all of the U.S. homeless for, we'll say 40% of the U.K. homeless.
40%?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a betting thing to be like, where is the plane going to go next?
Yeah, that's true.
They were just in Romania.
Betting.
I bet that they're going to go to Namibia next,
Right. What country do you think has the least amount of homeless people?
I mean, this is like probably a thing that the UN thinks about.
Yeah, they do. They go, well, it's not America, and then they move on.
It's got to be like Sweden or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? Because here's my thoughts. It has to be somewhere northern where it's cold all the time, because if you're homeless in Sweden, you just die. Because it's too cold out. So if you're homeless in Sweden, you die, which brings down the homeless numbers because you're dead. Henry has a horrified face on his face.
I'm not horrified.
Right now.
I'm just very surprised.
About what?
It's Japan.
That makes sense.
Yeah, which does make sense. But like, it's just crazy. The amount they have one homeless person for every 34,000 people.
They have one homeless person.
Do you know that ratio is crazy?
I don't know. I don't think about this. I'm not like the governor of Ohio. This is not a stat that is on my mind, you know?
That's true.
I mean, what is it for Toledo? Can we get the Toledo homeless people stat?
That one's probably pretty damn high.
So I can have some frame of reference.
Let's see. It's 23 out of every 10,000 people in the U.S., which is...
That's like, I guess that's like a lot.
No, that can't be true.
It could be.
23 times 430.
It's like 60 times.
Oh my God.
Or something like that.
We have one homeless person for every 440 people that live here.
440 compared to 34,000.
34,000.
Oh, so it's, I mean, we're talking about scales.
We got
two
gaps,
orders of magnitude is what we're talking about.
That's crazy.
We are getting mogged. I didn't realize
we're getting mogged hard.
Yeah. And they all live in the tunnels under Las Vegas.
A lot of them do live there.
And they scavenge for copper.
To be fair, though, apparently living under the tunnels in Las Vegas, like, obviously you're still homeless, but, you know, there are a lot of people down there. They have, like, a little community.
Yeah, I think they have, like, microwaves and stuff, which is cool.
It's pretty sweet. Nice amenity to have.
There
are a lot of apartments in New York that don't even really have those.
That's true. Imagine paying $3,000 for a box that you would give your cat to play in.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
You don't even get a microwave. So, or sometimes you have the bathroom down the hall.
Yeah, I can't imagine like sharing a bathroom after paying for my apartment. I don't care how cheap it is.
Yeah. Here's something I don't care if the thinking room about is like
filled with asbestos. I better have my own damn bathroom.
New York. In New York, there's a special building. It's called the New York Stock Exchange. You might have heard of it. It's kind of important.
Sure.
I was thinking, why? There are a lot of companies that I don't understand why they're on the stock exchange. You know what I mean? Like Albertsons. Sure. Why is a grocery? Why can you trade a grocery store on the stock exchange?
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
It doesn't really make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like for them to be like a for-profit like institution that
I'm not even on some like communism bullshit or whatever. It's just like
no, I know, but I mean like
Starbucks is a cafe. You know, and there you can trade. It's not right for a cafe to have like Q3 revenue targets. That's just weird.
Yes. Well, no. I also don't mean that in like a communist sense. I mean in more of like we are a grocery store who like buys food from people and then we sell it to other people.
Yeah. It's not like
the profit motive is not as high as something that's like, oh, I'm a realty agency and I buy homes and I sell them to people for more money than I bought them for. Yeah. Like that's a direct, like I'm going to buy a product.
It's B2B sales, bro.
Right. Like I get that groceries are that, but also like food is very much an essential thing that we all need to live.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it shouldn't necessarily be as much like, oh my God, dude, thank God I invested in Aldi. No, they would never do this. I'm going to go back. What was that chain? What's the grocery store you're talking about?
Albertsons.
Whatever the fuck Albertsons is. We'll say Trader Joe's. No, Whole Foods. Whole Foods is now owned by Amazon, so we can say that they're evil.
Yeah.
Whole Foods, let's go. We raised our slice of pizza from like $5 to $12, and the shareholders are thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
Yeah, the board voted on that.
Yeah,
Isn't
the board
crazy?
wanted pizza to be more expensive for the average person. Like, that just feels evil to me.
I mean, who the fuck is texting me this stupid 1-800 free message chase fraud? Did you attempt to purchase $756 at Target in LA? Reply yes or no. Kill yourself.
I always
Sorry,
reply
I'm,
yes.
I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. It just feels like, like NVIDIA, that's a company that should be on the stock
they make
exchange.
stuff.
They make technology. They're like advancing the world. They have like a complicated sort of business model. Like they, some of it is for like gaming enthusiasts, people who like computers and stuff like that. Some of their revenue comes from the military industrial complex. Some of their revenue, it's like cloud services and AI and stuff, right? Like it's a complicated situation going on. But then you have McDonald's. It's like, what do you do as a company? Oh, we make there's like a guy named Joe who gives us cows, and we kind of like we have like people like our Sprite for some reason. That's kind of our business
which is
model.
somehow like different than other Sprite.
They say it's spicier, whatever that means.
It's got a bit of a crinkle to it.
But McDonald's also has a board of directors. And there's some guy who's called like the treasurer or something like that. And he's like, we really need to think about the import price of the McRib. It's shit like this.
Yeah, it's like, all right, pal, shut up.
It's like, what are we doing, man?
You have the same business title as the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
Like, be quiet. You can't take yourself that seriously if your coworker is the Hamburglar.
And maybe I guess what I'm saying is food service jobs shouldn't be on the stock exchange.
I feel like they shouldn't.
But there's other stuff like if you're a company that makes one product, I don't know why you're on the stock exchange. Like
I feel like it depends
like
on what
that
the
one
product
company
is.
that makes only glitter. That's all they do is just make glitter.
And they're on the stock exchange.
They're on the stock exchange, yeah.
Well, I feel like it's just like
I think
the whole point of having the stock exchange is that people can invest in companies that they either think are going to do well or that they can like personally align, their values with and be like, oh, this company works in producing like, I don't know, fucking
my personal values
reusable
align
fuel.
with Barnes and Nobles, which is why I'm giving them $5 million.
No one's ever said that ever. But like, maybe someone does like books. And so like, I want to invest in
Amazon.
I don't fucking know, man. Maybe I want to invest in Amazon because
they did books at the start.
They did books and now they don't. But
well, they still do books.
They still do books.
They got the Kindle, bro. That's the book of the future.
They actually just made it so you can't download books on Kindle anymore, which is so fucking stupid.
You can't download them?
You have to, like, instead of being able to, like, you buy the book and then you download it to your Kindle.
Yeah.
And, like, you can have it saved. You can, like, read the book in your Kindle app, but you no longer own, like, a digital version of it.
Oh, it's like some Steam, like, you own a digital license
yes.
until the year 2099 of the book. Yeah.
Well, because I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and she was like, well, yeah, now I can't download books and, like, send them from my Kindle to my iPad. And it's like, technically it's not piracy because you already own the book. You're just moving it from one platform to another. And it's still something that you own. I get for redistribution purposes, they probably don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. But, like, it just feels silly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In some sense, I think it's okay because, like, if you're an author, this only helps you, obviously, because it's like most people are only going to read your book once, probably, and people will go, yeah, that was a good book, and then you'll never pick it up again, and you have no reason to, like, if it was like a physical book on your bookshelf, it just, like, takes up space, really, if anything.
It does.
Whereas, like, the people who are going to, like, read your book 3 times... The people are probably like, you know what? I'll pay $10 again, like whatever.
Yeah,
it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's true. You're talking to the guy who bought every Pikmin game on every console that's been available.
But that being said, the man in the middle is taking the cut.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Amazon's taking most of the money anyway, so annoying. It's like Spotify. Sure, Well, I guess you can't really pay for songs on Spotify. You just stream them and you pay for your subscription.
It used to be $1 a download back in the iTunes
Did Spotify
days.
ever... I was going to say, Spotify never did that.
No, Spotify, they kind of came up as like after all of the music piracy platforms kind of died out, Spotify rose up as like, you know, they're the one that like figured it out.
Yeah.
They kind of made the streaming model work. And now their CEO donates to the military industrial complex, which is cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because you can do that. Because it's on the stock exchange. You can go Raytheon.
Yeah.
That's a company that has values that I align with.
See? And some people think that. Some people want to put their entire savings into Lockheed Martin. They want to see them succeed.
My values align with Glitterex, the company that makes all of the glitter in the world.
Well, they're actually doing a partnership with Lockheed Martin where when they bomb Israeli villages, when they bomb Palestinian villages, when they're like killing all the children, it'll explode with glitter. So there's like a little bit more.
It's like a celebration
on the cake. Right, yeah. It's kind of they are like, putting the proverbial, like icing on the cake. They're like, yeah, guys, it's not that bad. They're sugarcoating it.
They're having their cake and they're eating it too.
Yep. And
that's true. Fun fact about Glitterex, the world's largest glitter producing organization in the world. Their top client, their top buyer is kept secret. There's a big article done by the New York Times who was trying to find out who it is.
I think it'd be really funny if it was like, I don't know, like Bass Pro Shop.
You're actually not far off on what the running theory is. The running theory is that it's like cruise ship manufacturers and like people who make
but like
boats,
that's boring
because they put it in like the under hull sort of thing, and it's like a protective like layering or something like that.
Really, glitter.
Yeah. And it's like high-end boat stuff. Like they put it in like the decorations in like the text
I get
on the
that.
boat and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
Another one of the running theories is Disney.
Well, yeah. Just like they're the world's largest don't they have like the world's largest
money
naval fleet or whatever?
Oh yeah, Disney does, yeah.
They have like a huge navy,
which
is really funny.
I don't know if you can call a cruise ship a naval fleet, but
I think that it is a boat.
It doesn't have cannons.
But it could.
Okay, that doesn't mean it. Anything could have cannons.
Damn straight. I know a couple people who got cannons. You know what I'm saying?
Any mom can have cannons.
Any mom can have cannons. Dads can have cannons too, man.
Dads can have some crazy cannons, man. You ever see your dad's cannon?
No, I have not seen my dad's cannon. And I never will.
That's kind of sad in a way.
Isn't that sad in a way?
That is sad. Damn.
We've all got cannons, man, in our own ways.
And it probably shot hella glitter too.
Probably. Oh, dude. You ever just want to like wake up in the morning and shoot some glitter from your cannon?
From my cannon? I have thought about like you go to the like Gettysburg and you see like the cannons on the hill as part of like the historical, sort of museum or whatever they got over there. And
you're like, damn.
If I had one of those for my backyard, bro, shit.
That'd be a game changer.
I might be unstoppable in the game of cornhole.
I would shoot one off like to celebrate the beginning of the summer barbecue,
4th of July, all my neighbors are doing.
Oh my God.
Like the stupid little kid sparklers. Why don't I just fucking send some shit through your George Foreman grill? Teach you how to really celebrate this country's independence.
Imagine you're flipping burgers for your kids and your George Foreman gets devastated by a flaming glittery cannonball.
What the hell, honey?
Honey, you've got to come out here and see this.
She's holding her sundress.
Looks like my neighbor over here. Look at my neighbor just on my George Foreman grill with a cannonball, eh?
Darling, what was that?
Oh, great heavens. What a travesty.
Quiet, you're going to wake Grandma.
But then, I go through like the hole in the fence that I just blasted. And I'm like, guys, don't worry. It's 4th of July. I brought over, I don't know, like a hamburger or something.
We got those damn icy pops, man.
Oh, bomb pops.
Bomb pops. I don't know
Yeah,
what those are, but sure.
Rocket, the like red, white, and blue ones, the rocket
Oh,
pops.
yes.
Yeah, very patriotic. You know how it is.
I'm pretty sure they had those when GW signed the Indo deck, you know?
Wow.
The deck of I, bro. Come on.
Yeah, dude. The
Type
D of I.
shit.
Oh my god, dude. DEI. Oh my god, it's been there since the beginning.
Why did John Hancock have to take up so much damn space on that shit?
He really wrote his name fucking big.
It was big. It was a little disrespectful.
Yeah, they were like, oh, let's not, there's no politics behind signing the Declaration of Independence, but he made his name pretty big.
Okay, that I'm pretty sure it's all politics. So that was like
no,
the
yes,
point.
but like like about the signing of the like we're all agreeing,
and
coming to a conclusion like this is how the country's gonna be run.
Well,
but John Hancock is like, I really agree, and I really put most of my effort into here, and not everyone put in as much effort as me, John Hancock.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that is that they argued about it so much, though.
They did.
And the cool thing is that even all the way back then, they got it 100% right. We haven't had to change it at all.
Yeah, see, that's the interesting thing. I think they wanted us to change it. But you're right. We haven't changed it at all.
When was the last amendment, man? It's been a while since we've had one. I think we need a new one. I don't know what it would be, but I just think we need a new one.
1992.
Okay, that's actually not as long as I thought it would be.
The 27th Amendment. The Constitution of the United States that required any change to the rate of compensation for members of the U.S. Congress to take effect only after the subsequent election in the House of Representatives. So people in Congress could only have their salary changed after they'd been reelected.
So it's just to get the people in power more money? That was it?
Yeah.
We got to roll that one back. I'm sorry to say.
I would agree.
Okay, let's propose a new amendment right here.
So this will be the 28th Amendment.
This will be the 28th. I get one and you get one. So it'll be the 28th and 29th.
Okay.
I want every kid to have a pet alligator.
Well,
everyone gets
What's
one.
mine going to be now?
I know, I took the obvious one, but like...
Okay, well...
You know what? Here's my actual amendment. I think everyone should get, when they're born, they should get $2,000 in an investment account in their name.
I think that's a good one.
And that way, if you want to like go to college, then you have an investment account and you can say,
you can do it.
You can say, I can take this out and go to college, or I can use this to start a business or something.
Right. Or like buy a house or
like get a car. Yeah.
Make a white picket fence.
Yeah, to protect your family from the DEI warriors that are going
to protect your family from the your 2.2 kids and your beautiful wife.
Yeah.
And your dog.
Your beautiful wife with big cannons.
Yeah, man.
I mean, your dog who is made out of glitter.
Yeah. He's
good.
like clear too, but he's got glitter like in him. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you get like something from a little like the gumball machines and you roll a prize, you get like the ball out there that like has the glitter in it.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
My beautiful dog, the New York Stock Exchange. That's his name.
What would that be as TNYSE? And we'll call him Tennis.
Stock Exchange. Tennis.
Like Tien's.
This is my dog Tennis. That's
my
good.
dog Tien. Well, it's like Tien's. Yeah, whatever. We'd make it work. I think my amendment. Can I do like a fun one also, and then my real one?
Sure. Let's do a silly one.
Well, okay. Yours wasn't like totally silly.
I know. Every kid should have an alligator. That's what I'm saying.
Think about how good of like an economic opportunity that would be, though. Because once your alligator is too old and it dies, you could make it into like clothing.
Oh, you can sell it to Lacoste.
Yeah,
at a markup. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or
We're gonna
you
have to start like
could
breeding alligators though, because I don't really think that there are enough of them right now.
you could make it into armor as well. Or you
Yeah.
could have like, what if there were alligator bed sheets and stuff like that?
Those would be comfy. Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
What? You don't think so?
No, I think they'd be really comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what
Okay,
I
well,
think
I'm glad we're
about
on the same page.
alligators when I think about that. When I'm thinking about fluffy and comfortable animals, if they were rugs or blankets or coats or bed sheets, I'm thinking pandas, number one.
Right.
Number two, alligators.
Right. Number 3, hedgehogs, maybe.
Yeah. Number 4, whatever they make cannons out of.
Oh, I think we know.
Okay, what's your amendment?
I think my amendment is going to be that every child born after the year, we'll say 2020, they're given a Sega Genesis at birth. Just to remind them of what the good old days
We
were
bring
like, you know?
Sega back into business.
We do.
To
I think
give
they would do
every
good things.
child Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah. No, I think that'd be good.
And Earthworm Jim.
Actually, every child is gonna after the year. We'll even put it back. We'll go 2015 and later. Every child is given an SNES, and before they graduate high school, they have to have completed Earthbound, and that's part of their graduation.
You have to beat Pilot Wings if you want to go to college. Sorry.
I just think that playing that game would make you a better person, and maybe we'd have like good slang instead of skibbity and gyat.
Yeah, there's so many good words,
You know,
in that game. The Book of Overcoming Shyness.
right? Like I'd be like, oh shit.
I know
So
a
that's
couple
how you do it.
motherfuckers who could use that book.
Hey, amen, brother. Maybe I think we could all use that book a little bit.
Or the fucking Dungeon Man.
Yeah, he's good. Or we could like fight all those like the blue guys who are in that cult.
The
and we
Blue
could be
Man
like, oh,
group.
the KKK is actually bad. That's
Yeah.
good. I think that'd be a good lesson for everyone to learn. My real one, I think we should have a 4-day work week with no cut in pay. I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
And that's all.
It's more of a work culture thing than it is like a government functioning.
I think it could be a
thing.
government. Okay, well, how about I would love if we had like a high-speed railway system. I think that
Okay.
would be awesome as public transport.
And what does that amendment read like? We the people are entitled
ratified-
to rails.
It would say the most recent amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
We the
29th
people want
Amendment,
to get
was
railed.
ratified on March 27th, 2025. This amendment prohibits the lack of trains currently present in the public transportation system.
We command an expansion of the Greyhound architecture.
I think it would be more like talking about like a person's right to like travel, I guess, or like a person's right to transport.
A person's
Of how
need
like
to travel.
opportunities are no longer limited to people due to geography.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I really want to live in Ohio, but I have this really great job offer in Chicago. Well, boom, now you can take the high-speed rail. You only commute to work for an hour from Ohio to Chicago, and then you get to go back home at the end of the day, and you can see your beautiful wife and her cannons and your 2.2 kids and your stupid-ass glittery dog. It'll be great.
Honey, I got railed today on my way to work. Isn't that fun?
Honey, I got railed today, and I was thinking about your cannons.
I was railed by a beautiful girl called Amtrak.
See, Amtrak could have been so great, and we just didn't. It just didn't work.
Amtrak would be a beautiful name for a beautiful daughter.
Right. Maybe I'll name my daughter Amtrak. Amtrak Gleason.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's
That'd
good.
be good. It's got a good ring to it. Maybe Amtrakette.
I will say the Amtrak. I was on the. I took an Amtrak for the first time in my life over the summer, and I was so
I'm sorry.
surprised by the lack of security. Like I thought it would be like an airport, but you really just
and
get
it
on
wasn't.
that bitch.
Yeah.
Like you just have a ticket. The crazy thing is that they check the ticket on the train. What the fuck do they do if you don't have a ticket when you're on? They
don't
go.
know.
I mean, that's tough. I guess you're going where you want to go anyway. Like,
Yeah, I guess they just don't stop you.
What happens?
Maybe they make
in
you
that
stay
scenario?
on the train, and as an inconvenience, they just drop you off at the last stop.
They probably do, like, take you back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Instead,
what
they're
else
like,
would
"Oh,
they
can
do?
I see your ticket to get off?"
Do they have like a jail car?
They probably do. They put you in train prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the kids' room at the grocery store, but on a train.
I think that'd be fun.
You just have to sit with fucking. It's a 58-year-old homeless guy and a 5-year-old playing Smash Bros.
That sounds like a fun fucking time to me. The kid will be like, "Have you ever heard of this game? It's called Super Smash Bros." And I'd be like, "Oh no, I've never heard of that." And then I would spend the next hour, winning in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
I love this image is great. You as a homeless guy forgot your train ticket on an Amtrak and you're just absolutely fucking crushing a 6-year-old in Smash Bros for like 3 hours.
Oh, I'm also homeless?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, that's still chill. That is a good image.
That's so funny. You just
That's gonna show up
normally
in my
you like
dreams
let
tonight.
the kid win one, but you're just going.
He can win the first one, sure.
But then you got to teach him a lesson.
That'll make the rest feel even worse.
Kid, this is how you play fucking video games. Let me show you.
Yeah, you ever played Jigglypuff? He's got this move called rest. Let me show you. You're gonna love this one.
Write this down, bro. It's up tilt into up air again, into forward air. And that sets you up nicely for the rest. If they DI in, if they DI out, you can do a turnaround, hit them with the side B. And it's got good knockback.
It does. It's a good kill move.
You could take that to your next play date.
Yeah, remember that, kid. Don't go, it's dangerous out there alone. Take this.
And what are your mom's cannons like?
Your mom got cannons?
She got cannons?
Question mark.
What's her glitter content like?
Yeah, does she work for Glitterex? What an interesting company name.
Well, I mean,
well, like, I don't. It's not like, oh, hey guys, here's my new company. We make smartphones. It's called Smartphone X.
What do you want to name it then?
I don't know.
Johnson
but like that's,
Group.
No, okay. So I understand what you're saying. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
Hey guys, my new company, we grow fruit. It's called Fruit X. You see what I mean?
Maybe
it's actually, maybe it's good. Maybe it's too simple that it's just so easy to understand that it's great.
I think they're trying to blend in, bro. They're trying to hide that they send all their glitter to Disney's naval fleet.
And they use it to make missiles.
And they blow people up with missiles.
Yeah.
In Afghanistan.
They probably do.
Can you take a Disney cruise to Afghanistan? Probably not, right?
No way.
Well, I guess it's landlocked, so probably not.
To Afghanistan.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, man. That'd be fire, though.
I love if you look it up, it just says Disney Cruise Line does not currently offer cruises to Afghanistan.
We're working on it, though. Hold tight, everybody.
That doesn't technically mean that they haven't done it in the past and that they won't do it again.
Okay, here, I have a big idea. This is $1 trillion idea for Disney. Feel free to steal this. We had like the... what's the guy who would drive around in like the spaceship car in Ohio? You know what I'm talking about? The spaceship.
Yes.
It's like it's like two guys.
It's like a rocket-shaped car. Yeah.
It's a rocket. It's like a bus, but it's like it's a convertible. Or I guess it doesn't really convert, does it?
It doesn't. It's not like
it's a car without a roof.
It's not enclosed. Yeah.
It's a bus without a roof that looks like a rocket ship, and it just kind of drives around. And the service that you pay for is riding in a rocket ship car.
It's just called the rocket car.
Yeah. It's that, but it's Mickey Mouse, and you go across the Silk Road.
That would be awesome.
It's the Mickey Mouse mobile to China.
And you drive across like a rainbow road through the sky. It'd be so cool. Dude, I bet rocket ship car in Mayfield, Ohio is permanently closed.
Yeah. I think COVID killed him.
Yeah. I bet we could find one on Facebook Marketplace.
Like the car?
Oh, yeah, big time.
I wonder how many fucking horsepower that bitch got.
Probably not a lot. But I think I've seen them on the highway. I feel like they have to be like relatively, I mean, they're at least aerodynamic at the very least, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, they're probably not.
I don't think convertibles are very aerodynamic. No,
well, but
I
think if everyone crouched down like inside the barrel of the rocket ship car, I think it would be very quick.
Yeah. I must imagine convertibles are not particularly aerodynamic compared to their roofed brothers and sisters.
The hardtop counterpart of any car is always faster by like a couple of 0.1s of seconds, couple tenths.
That's so crazy. I feel like we didn't start thinking about whether or not cars should be aerodynamic until we figured out electric cars, which is interesting.
Yeah, well, it's just about like efficiency. If a car is more aerodynamic, it takes less energy to push it forward because there's less air resistance. So then it just uses less fuel.
But why didn't the Model T? Why didn't they think about it then? Did they not want their car to be efficient?
I think that they were more just like, wow, we made a vehicle that can go from one place to another that isn't a train.
Yeah.
It was more about the size, you know? They were like, this is small and you can have it at your house and drive it to your friend's house.
Yeah, you can keep it in a shed next to where you
and
put poop in the ground.
Like a crank on it.
You can crank the window, or I guess they didn't have windows.
That part must have been really
sick. Carriage.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But maybe that was the first convertible. Someone like the roof just like flew off one day and they were like, holy shit. If I was listening to Steely Dan right now.
Though.
Really?
I don't think so, no.
Well, maybe you're right.
It was just like it looked like one of those things that you see on railroads in cartoons where it's just like a piece of wood with a big lever in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to pump it up and down to go forward.
Yeah, you do. Dude, this looks awesome. We got to get us one of these.
Dude, I think we would kill the train car that you have to pump the lever up and down.
Yeah.
We would go
like
crazy
you and I on
on
either side.
Yes,
going like this.
dude.
Yeah.
That'd be an awesome road trip. Just going through like, you know, a 10-mile span in West Virginia, and it takes us 3 months.
It would take us a really long time. But it would be fun.
It'd be fun. We'd be stuck in a tunnel for like a week.
Entirely flat also. No sort of elevation.
We get to the downhill part, and then we're fucking rolling, man.
Yeah. Maybe we could do it on like the salt flats.
In Utah.
Yeah.
No, I'm really not trying to step within like 1,000 feet of a Mormon.
They're filming like the new Porsche GT 911 Turbo S super mega car explosion commercial in the background. And then you see us in the background just kind of coming across the horizon.
We're going at it. We got a mission.
I think it'd be sick. If I saw that, I'd be like, those guys are fucking awesome.
And we dress up like old-timey sort of rail operators. We have like the black and white conductor's hat.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick.
Yeah, bro. And our faces have soot on them. It's not blackface, but it's close.
Let's not get it too close.
But though. It's not there yet. You can't definitively say.
Right.
Just a lot of
maybe
soot.
it's like
we're working hard.
Like our eyes.
We're working hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you stand next to a cannon all day.
Right. Well,
you get worked up.
Depends on what kind. Oh, dude, if I was standing next to cannons all day, I would be worked up.
You'd get soot all over you. They explode, man. That's like what they do.
They explode. They shoot out glitter.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what we make. Maybe we find some way. We put like some glitter on our face too.
Glitterface.
Yeah, that's not hurtful.
It might be
Actually,
the fairies.
My favorite picture of me of all time, I have glitter on my face.
Why'd you have glitter on your face?
I was at a football game and my girlfriend put like I had like red glitter on one side of my face and gray glitter on one side because I saw all the girls doing it and I was like, that looks cool. Can I have some? And she was like, what are you, gay? And I was like, well, like a little.
A little, yeah.
She was like, oh, okay, sure.
I love that the Ohio colors are red and gray.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Well, sorry, it's actually scarlet and gray.
Okay, apologies. I didn't realize there was an official The Ohio State style guide that we had to follow, specific hex codes.
Well, there's not
all.
a style guide. Yeah, no, there is a hex code.
But it's just like they gave up halfway through. Red and gray.
They had red, and then they were like,
maybe
gray's
gray.
Fine.
How about like brown?
We'll go with light black, maybe dark white. I think we could throw that in there.
Yeah, sort of a darky, ashy, sort of black, white.
It's kind of weird too, because then they were like, yeah, our mascot, no, it'll be a nut.
No, it'll be a guy nut? That is a nut.
Well, right, but like they were like, they didn't pick like the national bird or like the national fish.
Well, cardinals are already taken.
Well, I know, but like, and also I don't think it matters for like college
national
mascots.
Fish.
I don't know what sorry, not national, the statewide fish.
I wasn't even thinking about it like that. Why I would not want my mascot to be a fucking fish.
Do you want it to be a nut though?
I think that's better than a fish, deadass.
Really?
I think so. I would rather be the nut busters than the fucking sea cucumbers.
The Bass Pro.
That's just lame as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it is.
What would be the fish? What's the state fish?
I don't know. Ohio.
This shit does not pop up on the fish stool, bro.
State fish. It is the walleye.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, I would not want to be a walleye.
What's the New York state fish?
The bream. Watch me pink it.
It's the striped bass.
It's like
the snapping turtle
tiger.
Is the official reptile, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, I don't give a shit. Who makes this, dude?
I don't fucking. It's crazy that.
Can we make an amendment to change all of the mascots? We gotta get some better ones in there.
Hey, the Ohio reptile is the black racer snake.
I think the Ohio state reptile should be Grimace from McDonald's. Because that thing is a fucking gross alien. That will strike fear into Michigan State.
Okay, how about this? Our state fossil. Yep, that's right.
What do you mean state fossil? It's not even living. It can't represent us in any way.
This is crazy because the Ohio Department of Health, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources has an entire page that's just state symbols for Ohio. And the Ohio state, the state fossil fish is a Dunkleosteus. You know, like the giant armored fish?
No.
Okay. Well,
no one knows this shit.
You've seen it at the Natural History Museum, I can assure you.
Probably. I don't remember it.
They have one there. They're cool as fuck, man.
Oh, well, not that cool because they died.
They did die.
If they were really swag money like that, they'd still be around to tell us the tales of what happened back then.
I think they just ran out of stuff to eat. I don't know.
I don't think that's the case. I just for some reason
probably not.
For some reason I feel like there was another event in history that we could point to where a bunch of shit died.
Maybe. I'm unsure. I'll have to get back to you about that.
It was the big cannon at the center of the universe.
Dude, that's so beautiful. We all got taken out by a big cannon. Can you think of a better way to go? Because I can't.
No. I mean, maybe eating the last meal at Hooters before they go
because they're going out
completely insolvent.
Yeah.
I get the last meal and I get the last pair of cannons. So it's actually still a cannon, so never mind.
I think that's gonna be one of those things that I just never do.
Go to Hooters.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my thought. Can anyone, if we have an organization, can we just be like, the official state microphone is the Shure
I think we can, apparently. Based on this website, I think we can.
The official Ohio State burger is the Wendy's Square Burger.
Is the Wendy's fucking...
I don't even know what it's called. I don't go to Wendy's.
Junior Bacon...
Cheeseburger.
Nader.
Baconator. They do have that. That's a real thing.
They do have the Junior Baconator. Oh, it's the Dave's Classic is the Wendy's burger. Which, I don't know who the fuck Dave is.
I know Dave's Cosmic Subs. I don't know Dave from Wendy's.
So we'll say that the Ohio State food is the Dave's Cosmic Sub.
Okay, I like that.
Because I think that's true also, because he makes
all the subs, yeah.
And also I think he's from Cleveland.
I mean, he's not from anywhere else.
Okay.
That's for
I think that would make him from there then. I
mean, I'm saying like there's no Dave's Cosmic Subs in like Atlanta.
Well, but I mean, like, there's like a many in Northeast Ohio, like all around. He could be from Solon.
Maybe there's like, I think it's one of those things where there's like one location out in Pittsburgh to get a little crazy because it's in Pennsylvania instead of Ohio, even though it's right.
Yeah, they're
there.
like microcenter, where all their stores are in Ohio, and then they have like one in Chicago or some shit.
No, microcenters are everywhere.
I don't think that's true.
That it just is true. Microcenters are everywhere. They're a big chain. You could go to a microcenter in Syria. Ohio.
That just is not true.
Ohio, okay. Syria,
all right,
Ohio.
All right, fine.
There might be one there. I'm not sure.
Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. They are all over.
That's what I'm saying.
They have a bunch in New York. They have 4 in New York.
So that's like a lot.
Well, the next biggest one is Ohio. They're at 3 microcenters. Pretty legendary.
Yeah.
What a bunch of fucking nerds. You ever been in a microcenter?
I tried to get a job there a long time ago.
I love microcenter, man.
And they never got back to me. I'm still waiting.
Maybe you'll hear back from them soon. That's how I feel about grad school right now. I'm waiting for MIT to respond to me so that I can like make my decision as to where to go, even though I already know that I'm going to go out to LA. But I think that's only because MIT hasn't fucking said anything to me. Like, why is it taking so long?
MIT, more like GIT, out of here, bitch.
Up top.
Boom.
Good shit.
Thank you.
Get out of here.
I don't like MIT. I have banal feelings towards them because
Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, because I wanted to apply there, but I wouldn't have gotten in. So
okay.
That's kind of why I don't like them.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they my GPA was too low.
I think they should just
my
accept
SAT.
everyone.
And I didn't have as many extracurriculars as other applicants.
I think I didn't have a website.
I didn't have a website. I didn't own a home.
I don't know that that's what they're looking for.
I think that's one thing that would make your application a little bit more impressive. Hi, I'm 17 and I own a home.
That is true. They'd be like, they'd have so many questions. They'd be like, who signed off on your loan? You're not an adult. You know?
My essay is talking about how it's like,
I'm always
both
frustrated
my parents died and I took ownership of the mortgage and I've been working at microcenter,
so that's different,
to pay it all off,
Yeah, and I have to walk up to people who are just like minding their own business and looking at the keyboards and say, "Hey guys, do you need any help?"
Yeah.
And then when they say no, I have to say, "Well, anyway, here's my name's Matthew, and I just if you can give me a good review, I would appreciate that."
That one's actually a linear switch. They're best for gaming. Do you guys play games?
You guys game? Will you guys add me on Wizard 101 if you play games?
Brown switches are more for general use.
What does that even mean?
for general use. If you generally use a keyboard.
I use it generally every time I turn on my computer. Generally, every time I'm on my computer, I use my keyboard.
Well,
generally speaking, of course.
Generally, of course.
Because I either have to, I have to like type in my password, right. Or like put in my PIN.
Password's a big one that people use the keyboard for.
That's a big one. Let's see. What are some other things that I use my keyboard
gaming.
for?
We're big gamers.
Typing.
There are certain keyboards for gamers. You want the red linear switches because they don't have a bump. It's just straight actuation, straight to actuation. So it's the fastest response time for keyboards. Whereas brown switches, they have a bump. They have a specific amount of force that you have to apply to get over the bump before a key press is actually registered.
Yeah.
All things you would know if you spent time on Reddit.
Yep.
And then there's, of course, the Cherry MX Blues, a classic sort of, Neo style.
Yeah, so if you asked me what keys are in my keyboard for $100,000, I couldn't tell you.
I was looking at building, I need a new keyboard. My shit, it's like plugged in, right? But they, like the cord that I have, it's one of those like fucked up ones that has like a ledge. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a trapezoid kind of. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I have it.
You mean like...
And it sucks because if I move my keyboard even a little bit, then it dislodges and it stops registering input.
Oh, so it's just like my microphone.
Yeah, basically.
That's fun.
And so I was looking at building a keyboard myself, and I was doing the research recently, and I was like,
I think that'd be cool.
Dude, fuck this shit. Why do I have to... All the keycap companies are in like Germany for some reason, and you have to pay, and there's the tariffs. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm sure now it's even worse than ever.
It's just a lot. And then it's like, oh, you have to lube. Obviously, you have to lube the switches. They need lube.
Yeah, duh.
Obviously.
Right, and they can't come pre-lubed because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they don't have that many cannons in the factory. They can't pre-lube them. You have to do that yourself.
Yeah, no, you would need a lot of cannons.
Okay, and then once you lube the switch, you have to get a frame. And do you want to mod it so it has like the foam backing? Because the foam back sometimes it makes it quieter, but don't do it with this particular board because then it makes it louder actually. And then the integrity of the frame, is it aluminum or is it just plastic? You don't want a plastic one, okay? And then before you know it, you're spending, $8,000 at the Glitterex company.
Just to get those limited edition glitter Cherry MX Blue switches.
Because you need the keycaps that have like the little cute smiley face sushi roll on them or whatever. And you need, because you watch anime, you have to get the keycaps that have the Japanese characters under them, even though you have no idea how to speak Japanese what
they mean or how, how to pronounce them.
You piece of shit. All you do is play League of Legends.
You're not actually about that.
Culturally fluent in any way.
I feel like keyboards in different languages though have to be so interesting, right? Because like anything that's still romanized is fine, but like how the fuck do you type in like a Mandarin on a keyboard?
There are just different keyboard. I don't know how to tell you this. There are just different keyboards.
Well, but like there's so many characters.
Yeah, so in like Mandarin or Japanese, if you type in a certain combination of characters, because like Japanese has like 3 alphabets or whatever. So if you do, I forget which one it is that's like just like the sounds, if you put in the sounds that make up a word that is a specific symbol, you can have it auto like complete to that specific symbol.
Interesting.
Yeah. But then like different countries have, like there are different keyboard layouts. Like the US and most of Europe uses like the ANSI layout, ANSI or something like that.
Yeah.
And different countries have different layouts.
Weird. I did forget about that when I went to Portugal for spring break. About
Can you imagine writing
outlets are different?
Code in Hebrew?
That sounds awful. I cannot imagine writing code in Hebrew.
It's so funny. Or have you ever seen when people make their iPhone, when they put the language as Arabic?
No.
Because everything, in English, obviously we write left to right. And in Arabic, they do the other way. They do right to left. So everything on the phone is like backwards.
Ooh.
So like the volume slider, instead of going left to right, it goes right to left. Everything is switched. Isn't that fun?
I don't like that. No. I mean, that's like fine, I guess. It's just not what I'm used to. But I just feel like that'd be so weird.
Or like, how on the old iPhones, they had like the swipe to unlock?
Yeah.
Like, that's reversed and
you just
stuff
swipe
like
the
that.
other way.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Isn't that fun?
I don't know. I think that's kind of fun.
So if you want to hate yourself, here's a fun thing you can do after drinking 8 bottles of beer on a Friday.
Well, but the thing about it is that also, not only would everything be backwards,
it's all in
but I don't fucking speak Arabic. So I think that would really be my main issue.
You can use AI, man. Just use AI.
Well, okay. I hate that phrase.
Every time you want to find out what the weather is, you could just burn down a rainforest. Doesn't that sound cool?
I think so, yeah. Well, but I don't have to burn down a rainforest because it's just in my phone. I could just burn my phone.
Well, but I'm saying by using the AI, OpenAI, every time a
Wait, are you telling me that my
prompt...
actions have consequences?
No, of course not, honey.
Oh. Thank God. Oh, God.
Now get back to your model trains.
Okay, I will.
Stop worrying about the world, okay? That's for the adults.
Okay.
Anyway, we here at OpenAI, one of our values is burning down the rainforest.
One of our values is that the Earth is cold.
And then we're gonna masquerade our brand power and say we're using carbon offsets when really carbon offsets are stupid and bad and dumb.
Right.
We're just gonna offset the carbon, so it's okay now. But you don't actually think about what that means. Because it's the shell company, they're paying, and Glitterex, they're involved, because they're involved in everything.
No, they would never.
It's the shell company and Glitterex, they're getting together, and they're creating the narrative around global warming to make you feel bad for the oil spill in the Gulf of America.
Why would I?
Because it was your fault. You left the faucet on a little too long when you were brushing your teeth the other day.
That's true.
And you're going to go to hell for it.
Well, I already knew that, though.
Well, you're going to hell for other stuff.
Yeah, I've been going to hell for
not the toothbrush thing.
At least like 3 weeks now, I think.
I mean, if you eat toothpaste, I think you're going to hell.
If you eat, who eats toothpaste?
Well, I don't think people do it on purpose. I think you accidentally do it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've done it by accident.
Yeah.
I guess. But I would never do that on purpose. That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I would never eat toothpaste. It's like weird and shit.
Yeah, dude. Mint? Oh my God. Totally not my favorite flavor thing of all time.
Why don't they? You know how the dentist has the other flavors of toothpaste? Why don't they sell those?
I don't know. Why can't I have birthday cake toothpaste?
Or what about cinnamon?
Oh.
Why can't I have the cinnamon toothpaste? I'm stuck with Crest 3D Pro Health, which sounds like a brand of power tool.
It does sound like a brand of power tool.
I don't want to.
Maybe it is.
I don't want to eat fucking scrap metal, bro. Like it's the shit that when you're like drilling some shit and like little pieces of metal come off of the machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what kind of like tastes like. And it doesn't have to.
No, it doesn't. I don't know.
Because the dentist has the good tasting. Do they have a supplier, man? Where do they get that shit?
I think mint is just associated with cleanliness. And I think that's all there is to it.
You know what I associate with cleanliness?
Bleach?
Glitter.
Glitter.
They should put glitter in toothpaste.
You can't say there is toothpaste with glitter in it. That already exists. I've used that before.
Yeah, that's true.
You can just buy it at the store.
It's for like kids and stuff.
No. They have like adult toothpaste. It'll be like, Crest 3D Whitening Max Strips with Little bits of breath strip inside, but they look like glitter.
Where do they sell that, bro? The gay store? I never seen that shit in my life.
Fuck you. Yeah, it might be the gay store.
That's the store you have to show them your drag getup to get in there.
I gotta work on my drag getup.
Yeah. What would
Do you have
your,
a drag getup?
your stage name be? No, I don't have a drag getup.
It'd be like aquamarine or something.
You are an Aquarius, so it makes sense.
I'm an Aquarius. I got blue eyes. I think I would have like some sort of like flashy blue outfit. It would be cool.
Yeah.
You'd have to be there.
My drag getup, I'd be like one of those chicks that works on car engines.
What would your name be? That would be really hot.
My name would be
Like cinema roll or something.
my name would be Phoebe Bridgers. And
Okay, well,
a completely
this is
original
tough.
name that I just came up with.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone with that name.
My okay, fine. Here's her name. You're right. That would be weird. So,
So
my
now
name,
you're no longer hot to me.
my name will be Avril Lavigne.
I think my name is gonna be I don't know, Rachel from Friends.
Haley
That's
Williams.
I think my name is gonna be Haley Welch, and I will wear a cowboy hat.
And I'll
when
wear
I do drag.
overalls and overalls, no
I'll-
shirt.
I'll carry around like a crypto wallet with me. Like I'll have a terabyte drive with me at all times, and it just has like my MetaMask seed phrase in it.
Yeah. Correct
that'd be a
battery
cool accessory.
staple horse.
Right? Yeah.
And then I have a wrench. That's all I
think
got.
that'd be
That's all I got.
Your name could be like, I don't know,
Coming up with a name is tough.
something mechanical. You know,
Yeah, like I'm
your name could be Lugnut. That's perfect.
Oh man, I love from Ratchet and Clank. Clank is a great name.
Clank is a great name. You could just be Clank, man.
I
Clank
could
Lugnut.
I could be Clunker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
My beautiful daughter Clunker.
Well, it's obviously not your birth given name.
No,
You've been reborn.
It's a stage name, but it's one of those things where the stage name becomes more popular than the real name.
Yeah, like Adele.
So then I'm walking around a young Matthew Pat. People talk about my theories and stuff.
Yeah, that would be tough.
I'm trying to think of what's the Pokemon that's just gears? Isn't he like Clink Clank?
His name is Clink Clang, yeah. You be Clink Clang.
We got to talk about
I think
Pokemon real quick.
Okay.
Because I feel like Pokemon has an issue with their types, with their typing of Pokemon.
Okay.
Henry, tell me what type.
Elaborate on that.
Tell me what type Steelix is.
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Okay.
It might be steel.
Well, what else is he?
I think steel and ground or steel and rock. One of
I
the
don't
two.
know. He's steel and something.
He's either steel and ground or he's steel and rock.
It's fucked up that he's not just steel.
Well, but there are advantages to having two types, and most Pokemon that are fully evolved have two of them.
I know, but like, okay.
Why isn't he called Steel Rockix?
What type
then?
is Gyarados?
Water and flying.
Bro, he's a dragon.
Oh, I know. He should be water
How is he
and
not?
dragon.
How is he not a
And
fucking
you want
dragon
to know what?
type?
You want to know what, Jackson? They gave him a mega evolution. So his type changes. You want to know what his type is when he's a mega?
It's like dragon fire or some shit, I swear.
No,
to
it's
God.
not. He's water dark. He's still not a fucking dragon. They turned him from a dragon, a water dragon, to a bigger water dragon,
That's so good, man.
and he's still not a dragon type. It's like the same shit with Charizard. What type do you think Charizard is? Obviously fire. What's his second type?
Dragon, of course. He's a
Right.
dragon, man.
You would think it's flying again.
Stupid bullshit. This is what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah. No, I get that. I don't. You're right.
They're just all. First off, there should be a sound type. That's long overdue.
There should definitely
be
too
many
type.
Pokemon
all
that
the
are just
sound
sounds.
Pokemon are just like normal Pokemon, but that makes them
Houndour.
boring.
That's not really a sound. I don't know why I said that.
I think Houndour is like dark and fire.
What's the guy with the big ears? And he kind of looks like Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's.
I know what you're talking about. His starting version is Whismur, and his last version is Exploud, but I don't remember what the middle one is called.
That's the one I was thinking of.
I know.
So that's unfortunate.
What is his Exploud?
Here's a fact that I learned the other day. All of the original, of the original 151, all of the ghost types are also poison.
Yeah.
There's no just ghost guy.
Well, I think it's just
it's Gengar.
Is it not just Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter?
Yeah. Which is
crazy
fucked up because they're all the same guy.
Yeah, well, they came up with a Pokemon type, and then they gave it to one Pokemon line. But they did the same thing with Dragon. It's like Dragon, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite are all Dragon.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Because those are motherfucking dragons.
Well, I guess so. But, you would think that if they're going to come up with a whole-ass type, why are there so many bugs? There's so many bug types.
I guess.
Don't you want your Pokemon to be cool?
Bugs are cool.
Some of them are cool. Mega Beedrill is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. He's a bug type.
Yeah.
He's bug poison. He sucks ass, but he's cool.
A lot of those motherfuckers suck ass, man.
A lot of them suck ass.
Isn't it fucked up that the Pokemon that is a sword and a shield is not from the sword and shield generation?
It is kind of fucked up. They really don't know what they're doing.
What the fuck are they thinking, man? That's crazy.
Well, they made a sword and shield Pokemon in Gen 6, and that's Aegislash, I think. And then they made... It was 2 generations later they made Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
But instead of making the legendaries a sword Pokemon and a shield Pokemon, they made them fucking dogs, but one dog has a shield face and the other dog holds a sword in its mouth.
Yeah.
That's just not as cool.
I kind of fuck with the dog that has the sword in its mouth, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I mean, they're cool Pokemon, but I feel like they just could have made them I don't know. They could have made them paladins or some shit, and one of them has arms that turn into a shield, and then one of them has a sword arm or something.
Also, okay, here's another type that's fucked up. Lucario. What type is he?
Are you asking because you know, or you want me to tell you?
I'm asking because I know, and I want you to tell me.
He's fighting in steel.
He doesn't look even a little bit steel.
He doesn't look even a little bit steel.
He should be fighting dark or some shit.
He should be fighting dark, no, not ghost. Yeah, I guess fighting dark, I think makes sense. There's not very, he has little spikes on his paws. But those don't look very steel.
I think those are just called claws.
No, but they're
claws
not
on the paws.
But they extrude from his
like Wolverine.
His, what is this?
Hand.
The other side of his palm. Whatever the exterior of a palm is called.
People just call that the back of the hand, I guess.
Okay, they extrude from the back of his hand. They're not like claws. They don't come out of his fingers.
Yeah.
And he also has one smack dab in the middle of his chest for some reason.
Well, just in case
someone tries to punch him.
I don't know.
I guess.
You would just punch around it though, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Or maybe fighting in rock or something. He has he can use bones. He has a bone move where he uses a bone like a staff.
Bone move.
I don't know, man. I'm spitballing here.
Why isn't Altaria flying water?
I could
it's
not.
It's clouds, man. Clouds are water.
Yep.
Why would it not? Why does it have to be just flying? That's what fucking Pidgey is for. Pidgey is the just flying Pokemon. We don't need another one. Or is Pidgey normal flying? Like, what is this
No,
stupid bullshit?
I think it is normal.
What is a normal type Pokemon? That's one I genuinely don't understand.
Make you even more upset right now?
I would like you to make me more upset right now.
Altaria isn't a flying type. I mean, one of its types is flying, but it's also another type.
Is it dragon? Dude, is this some dumb bull? Like, what are they doing, man?
It's a bird.
It's not a dragon. I gotta look up normal type Pokemon.
You got like your classic. I feel like normal type Pokemon are like normal ass animals.
I got that one.
Like Zigzagoon is just a raccoon. You know, like I think that makes sense.
That makes sense for sure.
Or like Patrat. Like he's just like a little fucking, what are they called?
Rat. You mean rodent?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a rodent, but like he's like starts with an M. He's like a meerkat. You know, like he's just like a normal ass animal.
Okay, I see.
Like I feel like normal type is reserved for like apparently sound Pokemon, but then also like Pokemon that just look like regular ass animals.
Okay, then question this.
Sure.
You're telling me that I guess these are just like regular ass animals now that I'm scrolling.
Do you see what I mean?
What about Meloetta? What the fuck animal is that?
They're a person and people are normal.
Okay, what about that's just a deer. Sawsbuck is just a fucking deer. What about Audino?
That's a sound Pokemon.
I've never seen this bitch in my life. No, it's a fairy
God,
Pokemon,
really?
You dumb bitch.
Well, it's maybe fairy now, but at the time it was just normal.
Arceus is a normal type?
Yeah.
The god of all Pokemon is just normal. He's just a normal guy. He's like everyone else, like Jesus fucking Christ.
He can change into any type.
Regigigas is normal.
What? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
Porygon Z is normal. That is the least normal fucking thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. What do you mean
it should
that's
be
normal type, bro?
I don't know, man. I didn't make the damn games.
Ambiporn? No, Ambipom. I can't read.
It's definitely Pom.
I was like, damn, Game Freak's getting progressive on this bitch, bro.
Dude, Game is getting freaky. We weren't kidding.
I didn't realize they had cannons.
Hey, I mean, you saw those leaks, man. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Hey, speaking of cannons, they got Lopunny. Lopunny's normal.
Lopunny is normal. Dunsparce. Shout out Dunsparce, man.
Dunsparce is just like a bug, man. He's a normal. Well, he should be bug, I guess.
I feel like, I don't know. I've seen there's some crazy. What is the fuck is Arboliva? This is like a Christmas tree.
Or like the olive tree Pokemon?
Sure. I don't know.
Does it have like olives on it?
It's got something.
Does it have arms like this and they have olives on them?
Are they olives?
Are they like little black dots?
They look like Buckeyes to me.
They're olives.
Okay. It's just all fucked up, man.
Trust me, man. I wish I didn't remember all this information. I remembered something else that was useful. But I know Arboliva is the olive tree Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm glad that we got that locked down. So this is just a message to Game Freak. You can get your shit together.
They do, man. It would be. Can you imagine if they like waited more than 15 seconds to make a game? They could make something good.
They could do that, yeah. It is
crazy. They do have the highest grossing media franchise in the world.
If you just put like screenshots of like the last Pokemon game next to Tears of the Kingdom, it's
crazy. They look wildly different and way worse.
It's like you could just do that, you know? I know that comparison is the thief of joy, but at the same time, comparison is also the thief of, comparison is the donut of deciding of
the heart.
It's the donut of how consumers should spend their money and time as well.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. What did we learn today?
We learned that Game Freak is fucking stupid. Not that we didn't already Not that we didn't already know that.
Yeah.
We learned that the Constitution needs to be amended. Maybe we could steal it.
Change it.
Like Nicolas Cage and Riley Poole.
I don't really want to mess with Nick Cage, man.
I fucking love that movie so much.
I think he's got cannons of his own, shall we say.
He definitely does.
We learned a lot about cannons the ones
we've been talking about. We talked a lot about cannons.
I didn't realize how much I knew about them.
I think I'm always willing to learn more, though, and I'm more of a visual learner. So,
if we could get some comments, giving with Imgur links to educational sources of
canon images or videos,
historical sort of cannons. Yeah. Ones preferably. We're more interested in ones, of the modern age.
Right, yeah.
Only
kind of like
cannons.
The pinnacle of canon innovation right now.
Yeah.
What else what's really big in the field right now?
We learned about, the cannons are quite big.
Yeah.
They're one of the biggest things in the field.
That is true.
The only bigger thing in the field is the end of this episode.
Which just happened.
Right now.
Yep.
Psych, it ends right now.